What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the 53rd episode of the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the... All right, everyone, let's just take a moment.
This is our first show ever, guys, so you can please forgive Craig, because it's the first time he's ever been live.
Let's all right now just take a moment and look at Craig disapprovingly.
Fuck nut.
All right.
Fuck you both.
Again, Jeremy Johnson along with Jim Range and Craig Nasello, because, you know, Craig's been drinking. It's fine.
No, I haven't. This is my first board.
I know you haven't. I'm just giving you trouble.
Don't put that voodoo on me.
Don't put that voodoo on you, Ricky Bobby? Okay. No, tonight we are coming close to St. Patrick's Day.
Holy shit, he actually knew a fucking quote from a movie.
That movie. I know that movie. I know that movie.
I know.
Okay, anyway.
I was going to let it go.
I wasn't.
I mean, I appreciate that. So, you know, I'm a Will Ferrell fan. I have seen some Will Ferrell movies. So, no, tonight, it's almost St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So, biggest question out of the box, corned beef and cabbage, yes or no?
No.
No.
Damn, okay.
Don't
Matt?
like cabbage.
Yes, same here. Yeah, I'm that way. Corned beef and cabbage all the way. With Irish whiskey in it. So, but...
And you eat fucking sticks of butter, too, so let's go there.
You're not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong at all. So, no, tonight we are talking all about Irish whiskey, and I have a fun cocktail tonight that producer Matt is enjoying as we speak. And it is all made with Irish whiskey tonight. You can find these, of course, you can find this in my bar this week. So, over in Granite City at 1318 Needring House Avenue, throwing the plug out there. Check it out, The Speakeasy. Thank you.
The shameless plug of
100%. All right. So tonight, though, I am making my adaptation of an Irish Maid. And an Irish Maid cocktail is basically a whiskey sour with a bit of elderflower liqueur to it. So we're going to start off tonight by making one of those. So we're going to take a little bit of the Quiet Man Irish whiskey. You need 1.5 ounces of your favorite Irish whiskey. It can be Jameson, Slade, Proper 12, even though, you know, we all know how that's going to go tonight. So just saying. So 1.5 ounces of Irish whiskey, 1/2 ounce of Saint Germain, which is my choice of elderflower liqueur.
Are there other ones? That's the only one I know of.
No, there's a few. There's a couple of generic ones too. They're pretty good though. It's really just all kind of what you can find.
And I'm just asking for my education,
Yeah.
because that's all I've ever used.
3/4 ounce of lime juice, 3/4 ounce of simple syrup. Might have to make some more of that after the show. With that, we give it a good shake.
You got a glass?
Talk amongst yourself.
You got a glass?
It's more fun watching you. They're right down below.
Are they? No.
I didn't see it.
Down.
I didn't see a glass up
You
here,
know, as many shows as we've had, and you know, Craig not knowing how to turn his phone off, I should remember where the glasses are on our set.
Especially since they're right at your feet.
They really are. Like, the entire thing is just right here at my disposal. So, a little bit of ice, like I said.
The strainer over there?
You don't need it. There we go.
Do some for?
Yep. I'm going to do it all over the top of it. Get all that ice in there with it. From there, take just a little bit of club soda on top to give it some bubbles.
Craig likes bubbles.
He really doesn't, actually. Give it just a quick stir.
You remember when you used to blow bubbles when you were a kid, right? He's in town, told me to tell you hi.
Hey, I had to set it up.
I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss with that one.
I'm glad you ran with it.
Literally nothing on that one.
Pick up on.
No, he didn't. He didn't. And I was like, that's why it took me so long to say it, because I was like, is he going to catch it or not?
Oh,
Should
100.
I
was going to walk away from it, but no, that just did not happen. So, but that's
good.
Yeah,
like
that's my take on an Irish Maid. Try that one out. I will put the recipe up on our Instagram stories here sometime in the next day or two before we get to St. Pat's
Who's
Day.
we? You mean
Matt
producer? You mean producer Matt will put it?
Well, I mean, yeah, Matt does
let's
everything.
get it right.
Let's be perfectly honest. Matt runs this whole thing.
Yeah, let's be perfectly honest.
We would
You're not
all
gonna
be
do
done without
shit.
Matt,
He's
so.
going to do it.
You're
We've
not
already
wrong.
got a couple comments around the Curley, the Quiet Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is the way to go, though.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that was
So, we've already got people guessing sip, sink, and save.
Yeah.
And I'm real amazed on what they're thinking. So, and absolutely, thank you very much, Bill. It's biting a stick of butter. There's nothing wrong with it. So, all right. Moving on, though, to the world of Irish whiskey tonight. What makes Irish whiskey Irish? It comes from Ireland.
No
there
shit?
it is. It all comes down to a lot in the grain that produces it. It is both a malted and unmalted barley that they make it all out of. The grains can be sprouted, makes it work.
But it
I'm
can't
not going real deep into this because
it can't be considered an Irish whiskey unless it's made in Ireland.
That is a true statement. That is why there's a couple of them out there now. I know there's one called Sacred Heart, which is an American Irish whiskey that they cannot call Irish.
Right.
No, it's American Irish.
Yep, exactly. And they have that on the label that way.
Yeah,
So
and that's fair. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying it's American Irish.
No.
Or Irish American, however you want to go.
But the thing that gets me...
It's triple distilled too, isn't it?
Absolutely. The thing that gets me, though, here is that of all, we're all big whiskey lovers. But, of course, one Mr. Craig here is the only one to actually have been to Ireland and been to the Jameson distillery.
I know what you're talking about.
And may or may not have made a gigantic video for us that he was hammered while doing. It was amazing.
He tried keeping up with the Brits.
It's still the one. It's still the highest viewed.
It is the highest
video that we've put out.
Yeah.
It is
And
absolutely
yes,
the highest viewed.
My dumbass decided to go drinking with the Brits and tried to hang with the Brits. Yeah, I learned my lesson really hard that day. By 9 o'clock, I was drunk and passed out.
In the morning.
No, at night. We started drinking at 4.
Oh,
5.
my.
I think 4 or 5. I can't remember. But when me and my buddy Simon started the night or the day.
Yeah, let's start with the day.
We started the day at Jameson, and within 10 minutes of there, we're double fisting multiple drinks, and the next thing you know, I'm at some other pub, and I don't remember much of what happened at Jameson. All I know is neither one of us had to pay. Because they go, no, it's on us.
Oh, wow.
I was like, wait, what? And they're like, no, it's on us.
Craig was at entertaining is what it boils down to.
I was like, fucking right on, let's do this.
So, did you get to do the tour?
So I did the tour the next day. Me and, God, he's going to kill me because I'm going to see him this weekend, and I can't think of the guy's name. Jerry, Big Jerry.
Yeah. From the Missouri Athletic Commission.
Missouri Athletic, Jerry, what's Jerry's last name
Continue.
now?
Yeah.
Anyway, he came over to Ireland with me. We did the tour the next day. They have multiple different tours. We did the history tour, which was probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. They have these 3D models, like they're all it's not models, it's computerized model,
Sure.
like something you see on Star Wars type shit.
Little modeling.
Yeah. Probably one of the coolest tours I ever got to do. We tasted a bunch of different Jameson, and then we actually got a straight from the barrel from Jameson also on another tour.
Oh my.
So those are the 2 tours we did that on
Did
Saturday.
you get the Redbreast 27 too?
I did have a Redbreast 27. I can honestly say
Too much?
this is better.
So,
Interesting.
Okay, so Craig has an interesting bottle, and I know every one of the whiskey nerds in the comments at the moment. This is probably one you've never seen unless you've been to Ireland or has somebody over there who can send it to you.
Yes.
This is Jameson Crested, and kind of talk about what...
Jameson Crested is blended with the cherry cask and a regular bourbon cask. But for some reason, we cannot get this in the States.
Yeah, you can't import it. You can't...
Now, I brought this home from that trip, and I was supposed to evidently bring more than one home. And I couldn't get them in my bag. Plus, I didn't want them to get broke.
Craig doesn't know how to pack when he travels
For whiskey.
to plan for bringing whiskey home.
I packed to travel for a fight show, not for bringing whiskey home. Hands down, if you can get your hands on this bottle, and you can tell I've drank about half a bottle so far.
Oh, yeah. We've all indulged.
I've had this for a little over a year and a half now, maybe. This is one of those bottles that I only drink out of it if it's a special occasion.
Which is a great idea. Pass that on.
For the simple fact is I can't get it anywhere. I cannot get it here in the States. Now, if somebody does know where we can get one, some in the States, please let us know, because I would absolutely buy one.
There was a couple mentioned in the comments. I saw an Irish one here locally to the St. Louis area in Collinsville called McDill's. They don't have it. I actually talked to their son, whose name is Jameson. His name literally is Jameson McDill. That you can't get more friggin' Irish than that.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Number one, you didn't bring us one back, and I was kind of pissed about that the whole time. But I appreciate that you let me have another pour tonight.
You'll be all right. So this is not getting put up.
Yeah, that's fair. But so,
and the thing of it is, it's really inexpensive. It's about the same price point as a regular bottle of Jameson.
Yeah.
It's just you can't get it here in the States.
yeah,
Like if I could find them regularly in the States, then
that
I'd
would
be
become
happy.
that would become a new pour. It would become the new
that would
standby.
be
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be my everyday drink.
And it doesn't taste like an 80 proof either, though.
It does not.
No.
It doesn't taste like
a
Jameson
90 to 100,
me.
right?
No,
At
it
all.
doesn't. I think it's got more sherry in it than whiskey. Honestly, it's
can
got
we
a little
take
bit more of a sweeter taste
Can
to
we
it.
take a minute though? This is the most Craig has ever went down the whiskey nerd
know.
rabbit hole,
Yeah.
and I love every minute of it.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for either Arion or Colton Cole to get in there and be like, ha ha, dickhead.
You're now one of us. So
That's
yes. Let us know, guys. Though, have you ever been to Ireland? What is your favorite Irish drink? Let us know in the comments here or on our Instagram at MMA Bourbon Society.
If you go over to Jameson, you have to have their chocolate.
Yeah.
Their chocolate
Old fashioned.
Old-fashioned, not a man, old-fashioned,
And
yeah.
I might have had like 15 of those. That night.
And like I
Not
said,
saying I didn't. I'm not saying I did because I really don't fucking remember.
You
so
need to
producer
find
Matt,
the video.
We can
to find
reshare
the
that
most
video at
entertaining
some
night.
point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, at some point you have to go see the video of Craig hammered on chocolate old fashions at Jameson. So
And I had my Jeff Burton is a legend shirt on.
yes, you did.
We might put it out Saturday for St. Pat's Day.
Big shout out to Secondhand Barrels in the comments tonight. Good to see you. There's pieces of your stuff all over our studio. So, all right, moving on. Tonight is also, or in March 3rd, this month, was the 124th anniversary of the Bottled in Bond Act. Now, the Bottled in Bond Act, of course, is what, Jim? What does it do?
It essentially regulates bourbon
Yes. Why?
to put some regulations around it so it can't just be done anywhere, stored anywhere, done whatever, out of the government control.
So-
It's essentially 100 proof. It's got to be distilled within a certain time period. You had beginning of the year to the end of the year. So you got a 6-month beginning, you got the 6-month end. It's got to be stored in a government secured warehouse. So it's got to stay in that warehouse the entire time. It's 100 proof. Did I miss anything?
No,
I
you
don't
did
think
pretty
so.
good. So what it was is back in the old days, whenever people would make bourbon or whiskey at the time, they would do pretty much anything to add color, to add flavor, to add smell, anything. And so what they were doing is they would use anything from tobacco to arsenic to change and add flavors to whiskey. And so what happened is one Colonel E.H. Taylor, absolutely, brought forth the Bottled in Bond Act. And so he was one of them who worked hard towards it. And that came out to be basically what then, as Jim said, set the rules to bourbon. And the big one that everybody knows now is it's the bottled at 100 proof. It's always 100 proof whiskey.
It has to be at least 100 proof.
It has to be 100 proof period.
100 proof.
Oh, 100 proof period. Okay.
Yeah, it is 100 proof period. So for Bottled in Bond, Jim picked a good one tonight, and that is the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof.
Which is not honestly the Bottled in Bond, but I had him pull an E.H. Taylor
Is
off
that not
the
a
rack.
Bottled in Bond?
No, it's barrel proof. It's
Oh, it
100
is.
proof.
Yeah, hang on. Pardon me while I walk over and get
And
another.
I didn't even think about it when you told me what you grabbed.
So now we work into the E.H. Taylor small
And
batch.
you notice on the bottom of the label, it's got Bottled in Bond.
Yes. So Bottled in Bond, it adds more, the whiskey itself adds more flavor being 100 proof. That's the best part about it. So what is your favorite Bottled in Bond whiskey out there? Me personally, I am an E.H. Taylor fan. I absolutely
like the
love
E.H.
it.
Taylor.
So it makes a great pour. But let us know, guys, what is your favorite Bottled in Bond out there? You know, the other one that I really, really dig is Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill? Yep.
Yeah, the Heaven Hill is always a good time whenever it comes to the Bottled in Bond.
Probably there might be one down below.
Old Fitzgerald, it's another really good one. It's there's a couple of those over on the shelf behind us too. So they love our. Oh my goodness! Somebody put a link to Jameson Crusted in the comments. This is going to be a
Finky,
great
I
show
owe you.
tonight. This is going to be a great show. Okay.
Oh, hey, Nick Reader's on watching. What's
Yeah.
up, Nick?
Hey, look at that. He agrees. H. Taylor Small Batch. The other big one I do dig is Old Granddad, of course.
Yes.
Old Granddad is a bottled and bond that's pretty amazing. So, and
I like their 114 a little better than the Bottled and Bond, but
their bottled
But
and
the bottled
bond
bond is
stands up
solid.
to everything. So.
I like their small batch too, though.
Oh,
quite a
yeah.
bit.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, but let us know what your favorite bottled and bond is in the comments. And, of course, tonight we always will bring you our Sip, Sink, and Save. And so, Jim, talk us through the rules of what our Sip, Sink, and Save is here.
So, yeah, for Sip, Sink, and Save, we always try to find 3 semi-comparable bottles. They can be bottom shelf, which we've done. They've been total high-end that we've done. Tonight we've got 3 different Irish whiskeys. We've got Jameson, Quiet Man, and Proper 12. And the rules are, you have to pick one that's your daily sipper. You pick one you say goes down the drain. And which one are you going to save for special occasion? We always talk about what makes that, why do we save that one?
I think we're all going to be probably on the same page.
Probably pretty similar here, I think. Yeah, so no matter what level we go to, I mean, we've had 3 top shelf bottles, and it's one of them's got to go down the drain. What do we pick? So, Craig, where are you at with this? We'll start with you.
So the Quiet Man is decent. I haven't had it enough to say yes or no on it yet. So I'm probably going to save that one just because I haven't drank it enough to really say if it would be my daily sipper or not. I've drank a shitload of Jameson. So,
Haven't we all?
and I love Jameson, so that is going to be my sipper, my daily sipper. And the Proper 12, when it first came out, was so inconsistent that it just ruined it for me. I have not had Proper 12 since the first release of it. I don't know
Do you
if it's
remember
gotten
when
any
we went
better.
and drove and got like
7 or 8 bottles.
You
of
bought
it.
every bottle you could find in the state.
at literally at one point in time, I bought every bottle that I could find, and then I went and resold them because I'm that kind of hustler.
But like I said, I haven't had it since its release. It didn't really do much for me then, and I don't think it will do much for me now. So it's definitely going to be my sink.
All right.
So
All right, so line them out one more time. Sip, Sink, and Save is?
Sip, Jameson, Save is going to be my Quiet Man, and the Proper 12 is going out in the fucking drain.
Perfect. Jim Range.
I'm going the same route. I think the reason I'm going to go with Quiet Man as my save. I mean, Jameson, we all know you can sip it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can sit there and have that
Which one do you want?
Quiet Man, Proper 12.
Oh my god.
Oh,
you
really?
fucking
Producer
sick.
Matt's going
Wow.
to Proper 12.
But
Hold
Proper
on.
12.
Okay. Get the fucking dust off of it.
Well, I mean, we got
I'm just
9 or 10
kidding.
bottles under here, so it's hard to
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
touch them all. But
9 or 10.
yeah,
Of this?
We'll do that video again of what's
Um,
underneath, because everybody asks on occasion what's underneath. So
but Quiet Man I think has enough of a flavor profile that you can mix it, just like we're using it tonight as our mixer out of the 3. I know Jeremy's probably going to flip on me and take Quiet Man because he just talked about how it's since the initial time we had it, it's been a little bit different. But Jameson, such an easy sipper. Proper 12 was too inconsistent even with the later batches. I think it's a little bit inconsistent. I had it a couple times. So, and then Quiet Man just because I can mix a little bit more and do a little bit more with it.
yeah. All right, so finalize them out.
Sip, sink, save.
So you and Craig are together.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm pretty close with you guys. And as you guys know that we do this every year for St. Patrick's Day, and we do some sort of Irish. But we have had Irishes before. We've had all of the Jamesons, the Black Labels, the coffees, blah, 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 blah. We've done Quiet Man before. And we've always said that, there are potentials that whiskey can change once it's been opened, because whenever it gets to air. I will tell you that this has been sitting under our set for probably a year.
That's a new name for my bar. It's
Yeah,
our
it's
set.
Yeah, it's the set.
Fair.
And it has lightened up a bit. Either that or the neck pour on this was so bad that it was. So this now has a lot of notes of what you would expect Irish really to have. It's got that malty flavor to it. It's very light, but it doesn't go, like I remember before, it almost went to like Scotch and bananas,
Yeah.
which was really strange.
This one? And I think that's what I didn't like about it, because it was like a peated Scotch.
Yeah, it was
almost.
like a peated, and
that's what I don't do peated Scotch.
Absolutely, all of that, which makes me believe that it was the neck pour. And one day we'll get into what
try it too.
different pours of the bottle we'll get into, and then we'll really go down the rabbit hole. And Matt will be like, "You need to move on." So,
And I'll be sitting over with Matt going, we need to move on because it's fucking boring.
yeah. So, all right, that really kind of changes things for me. Am I wrong?
I haven't tasted it yet.
Okay,
still.
but the nose it definitely is not peaty, smoky banana anymore.
No, it's not. So maybe getting a little fresh air to it might help it.
100%.
Oh, wow.
I told you it really changed.
It totally changed, yeah.
Wow, this went to a place I didn't think it was going to. All right.
Oh, damn, it's a lot lighter.
It is.
A lot lighter. It doesn't have that peaty taste either.
No, because it did. So whenever someone says peaty taste, there is a reason for it, and it's why a lot of scotches have that smoky flavor. So whenever they take and they dry the grains out, they actually light the bog moss on fire, and it comes up and it makes a scent. Thank you very much, Craig. That's all I'm going for. But anyway, so
I knew it was coming.
Jameson.
He went down the fucking rabbit hole, so I had to.
Oh,
But I didn't go.
he walked across the hole.
I walked
He
across
didn't.
this.
He didn't stir the nest.
Motherfucker skipped over it.
So all right,
Anyway.
Sorry, Mama Range.
let's go here once. Oh God, I can't believe
Is
I'm
she
doing
watching?
this.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Jameson, the quintessential Irish whiskey, everybody knows it. John Jameson, everybody loves it, especially from those college days.
Did they have Jameson when you were in college?
Wow.
I got one for you. I never went to college, so yeah. That is still not good.
That was my point.
So, all right. So my sip,
It's gonna be the Jameson because it's still
my
better.
sip is going to be the Jameson because it's still better than the Quiet Man. My save is going to be the Quiet Man, and my down the drain is absolutely going to be Proper 12.
Told you we'd be fucking
It
probably on
was.
the same.
So the problem is that if you really know what Proper 12 is, at least what it's rumored to be, it is basically the end run and younger Bushmills. So it doesn't have as much of the
And I like
hearts in it.
Bushmills. That's the problem. Is I like Bushmills.
Well, I love Bushmills, but it's the middle part of the run whenever so you start off and we know the three things we've all talked about. I'm not going down that rabbit hole of what it is. But
Craig doesn't.
they take more of the middle for Bushmills. And more towards the end becomes Proper 12 is what I was told. I don't know if it's true. Nick Reeder is going pour Proper 12. Yes, it is. It's a rough tut. But so no, I am going to sip
Nick
Jameson.
loves that Proper 12 though. I thought.
Well, you know,
And
I'm
now
gonna
say-
he's saying
he told
pour,
me.
as in
Oh,
pour,
he must-
not pour me.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess him and Connor broke up.
Exactly. No, I'm going to sip Jameson. I am going to save the Quiet Man, and I am going to sink the Proper 12. I do think Quiet Man makes a great drink. This was actually really good.
It was
with
good.
So.
And again, it's not bad. I'm drinking
No.
it right now. I like it. I just prefer Jameson over it.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's one of those things that I would only break out on a certain occasion, or somebody wants to try it.
I'm going to use it for more.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink what I like.
yeah.
So, who was this brought to you by? We forgot the. our
So no,
sponsor.
that was actually I was kicking into that.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, we're going to kick into that next. So now this is all brought to you, of course, by Unrivaled Realty. Check it out, Brad Carey at Unrivaled Realty. I was going to do it.
I thought we always did it first. I
We
forgot.
do.
He
We
forgot. He
generally do. I went in first, but call or text him at 314-378-6939. That is Brad Carey at Unrivaled Realty for all your buying and selling of a home, property, and all of that type of stuff. If you need real estate, Brad Carey's your guy. Check him out at unrivaledrealty.com. All right.
I'm going to say it's consistent across the board on the thoughts on Proper 12.
I think it's consistent throughout everyone here
I mean,
in the
Aaron
comments.
Gonzalez said it's piss water.
Well, no, he said dog
sorry.
water, which
Sorry.
is even better. So,
Got some walnuts to it.
which one are you having?
Proper 12.
I haven't.
If you
had
found walnuts in that, I
haven't
Let's
had
go
it
to
yet.
class because I think you got a better palate than I do for real. Because I can't find hardly anything in it,
No.
and that's the problem. It is so super light. Now, it is if you're a Conor McGregor fan and you're not a whiskey fan, you're gonna love it.
You're gonna love
Why? Because there's not a lot of anything to it. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So, moving on.
Not my
We
problem.
also have, of course, tonight, we're bringing back a segment called our Fresh Pours. And Fresh Pours is brought to us by Smart Distribution. They are one of the bigger, cooler boutique distributors of alcohol and spirits here in the Missouri area. So check them out at Smart Distributors for all of your needs. Smart Midwest, I believe it is, on Instagram. So they brought us tonight EJ Curley Bourbon.
I like it.
And they gave us 2 renditions. So tonight we have their 95 proof, and we have their, at 123 proof, it has got to be a barrel proof. It's a single barrel, okay. It's got to be single barrel proof at that hot. So basically this came out about after the Civil War. An Irish-born soldier named EJ Curley sourced some pure limestone water and whipped up some bourbon, because that's what they do after those. It became one of the original guys. He was one of the original tastemakers in the world of bourbon and coined the term bluegrass and founded that namesake brand. So EJ Curley & Co. Was along the Kentucky River back in 1867. This stuff is good. I
like them both.
Super impressed with it. I was glad that they gave us these. It was kind of cool. Actually, this bottle that was given to them was signed by the master distiller even. And so, yeah, that was pretty nifty to see.
That'll look good on the barrel over there. Thank you.
We actually have to take these back. So, yeah, I know. I mean, we drank half a bottle, but it's fine. They still want it back. So, what did you, though, the biggest thing that I got out of this is, number one, the 95 proof has everything that you want in bourbon. It has the vanilla, it has the caramel, but it also gets down into some of the cinnamon. It gets down into some of the clove notes. Great pour bourbon.
It reminded me somewhat, not exactly, Joseph Magnus cigar blend's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Very similar to that.
Okay. I could see
This is what I picked up
Wanna
on.
try a little bit? All
And
right.
honestly, at a 95 proof, if you hadn't told me that, actually when I looked it up, I thought it was actually a little bit higher.
I did too.
But you didn't get a nasty burn high proof. You got the good flavor profile that comes with it and just the way it hit you.
Yeah, it doesn't hit like a 95 proof
No.
you thought it would have. So I liked everything about it. The finish on it to me is really nice. It's not super sweet. It's not super earthy. It's just
Right.
got a really nice oaky, toasty finish to
You
it.
get a
So
little bit of tobacco with it, yep.
what do you think, Craig?
Tastes like shit. No, I'm just kidding.
And there goes that spine.
He warned us ahead of time he was going to
Yeah,
do
exactly.
it.
I'm kidding. No, it actually tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good pour, and it feels hotter than 95.
It's got a
It's
little
got
bit of burn to it.
yeah, I mean, but it's not like 130 proof, you
No,
know,
and when you jump into the
rye.
123 proof, there is a bit of a burn to it, but
Right.
it hits. I really liked it. Check it out. You can find it at all of the major liquor stores around the St. Louis area. We'll do a little bit more information too on them in our added bonus content that you have to get only by following us on Instagram, and that's at MMA Bourbon Society. But that is our fresh pour for the evening, brought to you by Smart Distributors. Okay, gentlemen, this one is going to be a crazy one, because we are going to jump into the world of combat sports, which is brought to you by Yoroi Tape. And that is the best athletic tape in the business right now, and owned by one Mr. Craig Nasello and a few other of our friends. So go check them out at Yoroi Tape. Best in athletic hand wraps, ankles, anything that you need, fingers for jiu-jitsu, baseball, check it out, get it.
Hockey, gymnastics, soccer. I mean, it's athletic tape. period.
Exactly.
You
It
can
is-
use it for anything.
Good stuff. It sticks. It comes off. It's pretty awesome. So check them out at Yoroi Tape. All right. Moving to the world of combat sports.
You notice my plug was a lot shorter than his.
No, I did an entire voiceover commercial for you before everyone, and you didn't even record it right.
Well, that was the best part, was you did it, and you're like, that's a free
Yeah, that was like a
promo
free
right
one.
there. Free promo ad, Craig. You missed it.
Yep, exactly, because it was good. It really was. It was
was.
very radio voiced, but it was fine. All right. UFC 299 has went down in Miami,
Fucking
and
shit's
what
getting
a
beat.
freaking card that was. The thing that really pisses me off is I was in Miami on Thursday and didn't
I
realize
can't believe
the
you
fight
didn't
was
stay.
in town. I didn't realize the fight was in town until I was at the airport. I was dumb. I'll first one to admit it. So, Jimmy, what was your favorite fight of the night? Because I know you watched.
I don't know where the hell to start, honestly.
It was good from the prelims up, which was
All
pretty
the
crazy.
way through the whole thing.
You know, it was crazy that Joanna Calderwood kicks off the fights with her retirement fight, kills. It was a great killer fight.
It's Joanna Wood now. Not
It is,
Calderwood.
yeah, but I know, but everybody still knows it's Joanna Calderwood.
So, fair enough. With the spinning back fist.
Knocked that poor girl stupid. That was
It
awesome.
happens. You'll have that in those big jobs.
So, all right, but Jim,
It was all over the place. I mean, you got the Gilbert Burns and Jack Della
if
Maddalena fight.
see if you're gonna pick one though, you gotta practice how to say it.
I know. No, but I mean, that one there,
Find
though.
your ring announcer for the next show.
Jimmy Range is gonna ring announce for the next Nemesis Fighting Championships. There
No,
we
but-
go.
But with
Continue,
it,
sir,
I mean,
please.
it was a complete domination fight, and all of a
Yes.
sudden, boom, a KO in the last minute.
Oh, yeah, it was.
That to me was the whole night of the fights.
Well, look at
I mean, because you didn't know what to expect. You had Poirier.
I had no.
That was a great fight.
The Peter Yan fight was crazy.
Yeah.
And I know it cost you some money just because he didn't catch the spread, but that's all right. So
It cost me a lot of money.
it really did. It was bad. So
I don't know. I didn't get to see any of it. I was busy at the show.
yeah,
But,
where were you at that night?
Cape Drago.
Oh yeah.
Cage of Honor.
Honestly, I think my favorite fight, and if you guys recall when O'Malley first came up, I wasn't a huge fan.
Right.
I mean, but my God, watching the guy fight now and him and Cheeto, holy cow. He just picked him apart. It looked like
I was amazed.
Mike Tyson fighting
your
our boy
boyfriend?
Jake.
Oh.
Your favorite boxer? Your favorite boxer?
No, but I mean, he just picked him apart. He landed whatever he wanted, the jab, the hook, the overhand. I mean, it was
He threw at will.
It was annihilated. Yeah.
And it was a pure kickboxing fight.
Ariane Zekny says Jan versus the Dong. Interesting.
It was.
It was a great
It
fight.
was a crazy fight.
I mean, and Dong came out and dominated the first round.
Right over both their fucking heads.
No,
oh
wasn't.
no, we did. We're just keeping
We kept
going.
right on going with it.
See, this is how I feel whenever you make the whole comments about going deep down the rabbit hole of whiskey.
But, I
I just
mean-
keep talking. Just keep talking.
But I
No.
mean, the whole main card was phenomenal to me, and I said it to these guys during the nights. How the hell does 300 top this? That to me that is as good a main card as I've seen in years at that level.
I was really, really impressed with it because we've talked about that UFC cards there's been so many and how just kind of lame they've been. The last couple have really delivered, especially this card. I was really impressed with O'Malley and Vera. I mean, Vera kept fighting through a cranial break like MVP did to Cyborg Santos.
That knee to the
insanity.
head was sick.
Yeah. So, I don't know. The whole thing, though, amazing. Let us know, what was your favorite fight on UFC 299, because it was pretty crazy. So, another big one, UFC has announced that it is coming to our hometown here in St. Louis. So, it's going to be UFC Fight Night, Enterprise Center.
Is Donald Trump showing up?
I hope to God Donald Trump
Hope so.
comes. What? I mean, I'm not saying who I'm voting for. I'm just saying that would be cool to have the president there. I met Obama once, too. That was awesome. It's fine. Yeah, it's all good.
We're talking to you, yes. We're talking to you.
Exactly. So, no, I have heard a few announcements. I've heard St. Louis and Charles Johnson, Michael Johnson, both on the card. I don't think there's been a main event announced yet, and I don't think there's any other St. Louis-based UFC guys on at the moment.
I don't know. I
so.
ain't got a clue.
What's that?
Sean Wilson should be on there.
Sean Woodson should be on there. I think Evan Elder should be on there, too.
Is
but-
Sean Woodson fighting Mayweather? I asked him that like 300 times at the Nemesis show the other night, just to mess with him. Every time he walked by, I'm like, "Hey, Sean, you fighting on Mayweather?" Because I know
course.
everybody's asking him, so I just gotta harass the shit out of him about it. I don't like who's all going. Like I mean, I keep hearing you guys are talking about getting a suite and do this and do that, and I'm like, honestly, I don't want to sit in a suite. First thing, I ain't spending $300 to go to a fucking UFC show.
I wouldn't
I'm
mind
not.
if being in this suite with the right group.
I could sit at my house and watch it for free.
Well, that is a true statement. I don't know. Matt and I got some business to take care of during the day, so we're going to find out if we're going to make it or not. So, but I am hopeful that all of you guys out there go show some support. If you are from the St. Louis area, because predominantly our viewership is, check them out and go, because that's what brings big fights
Come out
to the
to
area.
some local shows.
Well,
Shit.
well, exactly. But that's what brought Bellator here. That's what brought that. We
Yeah.
got to have the fan base between Kansas City and St. Louis to bring fights to Missouri. Because let's face it, they're not really going to go to Illinois because Illinois is terrible to deal with. I said it. I don't care. The commission's terrible. Am I wrong, Craig?
I'm not gonna lie, they're a pain in the fucking ass.
Absolutely. Okay, but this next one, though, was probably even bigger than UFC 299, and that is Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua in a boxing match that Anthony Joshua decided to take seriously. And Jimmy Range, what happened?
Well, Joshua was a little more serious than Tyson Fury was, I'll say that. He trained for it. He came out to make a point that I don't care who you are, I'm here to dominate and walk away.
And
2
dominate he did.
Got fucking starched.
Oh, 3 knockdowns in the fight, 2 in the second round.
2 in the second round.
And, I mean, there wasn't even a class to that fight.
No, Ngannou didn't even react to the overhand right that KO'd him. I mean, he just stood
He
there
never
and
saw it
boom,
coming.
he never saw it.
And the funny thing is that out of all of us who are more into boxing, one Craig Nasello called the finish of the fight.
I had a feeling.
No,
Both guys could put you to sleep with either hand. They're both big, strong, fucking athletic dudes. Period. I knew somebody was going to sleep in that fight.
Right. And they've always, everyone has always suspected that Anthony Joshua's chin has been tested.
Suspect.
I mean, it's been tested a lot.
I mean, Ruiz put him to fucking night.
I mean, there was a lot going on. So
that was after Ruiz got put on his ass.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's one of those, though, that fight to me, and my big question to you guys, did that fight save heavyweight boxing? And when I say that, did that fight save true heavyweight boxing, and it's not the freak show bullshit? Because let's face it, Francis Ngannou boxing is freak show fights. Give it to me, Craig.
Did it save it? I wouldn't say yes. I wouldn't say no, but it definitely fucking helped it.
Oh, big time.
The person that's going to save it is 60-year-old Mike Tyson.
57, baby.
57.
57.
Whatever. Is he 57? I don't fucking know. I'm just talking shit just because Jake Paul's a fucking dickhead.
All I know is this just gets my gotcha question going, but we're not done with it ready for that yet.
No, I honestly, I think it did help boxing a lot. But again, it's definitely going to help the heavyweight division, because look at what the heavyweight division was gone for a long, long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now you've got
Deontay Wilder.
4 or 5
Wilder,
contenders right there.
Joshua, Ruiz is still there. You've got
Fury
in there.
Yeah, Lusick is a big one. So
Yeah.
This to me though was real boxing got shown what real boxing does, and that is proper footwork, proper distance, and the use of the jab.
I'll tell you what.
The use of the jab is what made that happen. If you watch the way Joshua fought, he went up with the jab, low with the 2 to the stomach.
Yeah.
Up with the jab, low with the 2 to the stomach. He baited him into dropping his hands through that 1 second jab, and then it came over the top and it was all over with.
And
It was classic standard tech boxing.
And I think this is the first time, and I give Ngannou credit. He went against Fury. He didn't call out somebody who's 50 years old or is an MMA fighter coming from that side of the house, that he's trying to make a legitimate fight, make a name for himself so he can do it. He wanted to go after the best. Fury didn't take it serious, but
Fury has said that he didn't take it serious, and now I
the
think we've
thing
really
is,
seen it.
It shows, though, that when you do go against somebody who's not a real fighter and you go against the real fighter, you're in trouble. And I think it's been missing that with all the other freak shows going on.
We'll get to that comment in a moment. Because that's going to go real deep, real fast.
Which one you say?
Ariane
Quit
Zekti
smoking
in the
crack.
comments just
Anyway,
took it all over the top.
yeah,
so.
I'm not even gonna fucking.
Yeah.
touch
Arian, we
it.
need, buddy, come on.
I've been
Okay.
watching with.
All right.
So I've been working this week with Stephen Big Shot Shaw, and watching him work. He's a heavyweight. He's 232, 231, and he moves.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, he moves like a welterweight. His footwork is amazing. He looks great. He's got a big fight this weekend.
It's crazy to watch true heavyweight fighters go. And, now you get to see it up close. Like,
Right.
I did it with Dakari Scott, Mac Truck, and he's number 15 in the WBA right now. Same thing with what you're going to see. How well these giant guys move. It's incredible to watch.
These coaches start learning how to give these guys footwork,
Right.
not just be fucking punchers.
100%. And they're very athletic, and that's what like this new breed of, I think, guys like Deontay Wilder are going to bring into, if they keep this up and we tone down the freak show fights. Because right now boxing is in its freak show phase again. You know, it's Judo Gene LaBelle fighting Muhammad Ali type stuff. You know, that kind of thing. I feel that. But
At least we don't have Herschel Walker coming as a football player.
yeah,
as
and
well.
then into the MMA world and
Yeah.
actually doing really well, which was kind of crazy. But, well, I mean, look at, Roddy Ferguson went from judo to MMA.
But I mean,
Killed it.
it's like we
Yeah.
go through cycles
Oh,
with
absolutely.
this.
And
Something all of a sudden you get, it needs something to reinvigorate or shake shit up.
If there's if this heavyweight division is going to keep growing, they need to. There's some other guys that need to get in the mix and make it what it was back in the day when you had the Mike Tysons and the
I think
Holyfields
and I think when you had the guys like Buster Douglas and people like that were in the game, they had the ability to give those other guys a run. You know, right now it's the Deontay, Fury, Deontay. Is Anthony Joshua going to jump in and fight them because of all of the organizations? And that is, okay, it's interesting and it makes a storyline, but there isn't enough guys in it. And I agree with you. I think that if we could bring in the next groups, the next levels, you know, bring up those next guys that add more to it.
Right.
But I think that this was a huge step forward in stopping the freak show stuff.
Does Jake bring in, with Jake trying to bring
Okay,
into the
forget-
boxing ring?
bef-
No,
no.
not talking Jake Paul himself, but
Okay.
his promotion in it, trying to bring up and coming boxers. Does that help it or does that hinder it?
I think that could help it, honestly.
But I think, okay,
But
but I
no,
think we
it's
got
a
to
legitimate question.
But I
Where
think we
they're
got to go. Okay, so all right. So our last subject of the evening, and we're going to jump into this, is the announcement of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. What? Really? Now, there has been all kinds of weird crap on the internet of specialty rules, which I don't believe any of it. I don't believe any of it. I think if they're going to do it, they're going to do it for real. Because I remember when Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones Jr. a couple years ago and Jake Paul was an undercard on that one. That was a crazy fight that Triller put on. I remember I watched it. It was amazing. I mean, I've got to work with Roy Jones Jr. a couple of times, and it wasn't even a contest. And I think Roy was actually younger than Mike. Now, Tyson,
I know he had fought more recently
Yeah.
than Mike.
He had fought more recently.
Tyson
and
is
Roy
57.
came out of it hurt.
Yes,
Roy complained about how it freaking hurt.
because he said that, and I got a little insider information afterwards. He goes, the first time he hit me for real. And he's like, I wasn't ready for hitting for real. And then all of a sudden he's in a fight for his life. Now, as a 50-year-old person, the last thing to go is your strength. Mike Tyson at 57, I think, still has predominantly the amount of strength and power that he had at the end of his career.
That fucking man still trains to this day.
Absolutely.
And
And looks like a
fucking
monster.
animal. It looks like an animal. And Ariane, they don't go past two, blah, blah, blah. Jake, quit sucking Jake Paul's nuts, dude. He's going to step in the fucking ring
His last
with
comments are
Iron-
best. I'm not reading out
we're
loud.
not
Iron
that one.
Mike Tyson, dude. Iron Mike Tyson. I mean, come on, dude. Really?
Jake's
Okay.
never
Are you
been
that
hit like he's
fucking
going to get hit.
delusional, Ariane?
No, Jake's
Come
never
on,
been
buddy.
hit like he's going to get hit in that first round. And that's going to wake his ass up.
Literally, if he lost to Tommy Fury,
What do you think Tyson's going to do to this fucking guy?
the power. Now, Jake Paul will be faster.
Oh, yeah, he's
Jake
younger,
Paul
he's
will
faster.
have better speed.
Tyson's going to fucking touch him up, dude. And it's
But-
not gonna
But
work.
Tyson's going to move. He's
And
never
he
fought
is.
a fighter that can move.
The other thing is that Tyson has that one punch. If you get within that range and he steps inside and he plants that left foot on the outside of your right foot, which is what every boxer in the world wants to do, and that hook comes in, the game is done. Plain and simple.
Or hits you with that fucking uppercut.
It's massive.
Isn't that a whiskey?
Aaron, he's 57. I just love how you keep saying
Yeah.
he's 57. And I get that, he's 57. But don't count an old dog out, buddy. I'm telling you right now,
saying
don't
a word.
count an old
Especially
dog
him.
out. Yeah, I mean,
Especially
the guy
him.
was a world fucking champion for how many years? It's not like he lucked into this.
And it's not like Jake Paul has the skill. Don't get me wrong. I have been one I've converted. Jake Paul is a legitimate boxer. It still kills me to say it, but I said it. Jake Paul is a real boxer. He trains with real boxers in Puerto Rico. He has some of the best coaches in the business. But he's fighting Mike Tyson.
I just seen this
And we're not going there. So, all right, I would like to put this out.
Oh, fuck, he killed me.
You'll have to read the comments and know St. Louis Combat Sports to get
And
the
you're
joke, but
right.
it's fine. All right, but
Arian, I owe you a good pour for that one,
Yes,
sir.
I owe you a slap on the ass. And
Arian,
So-
I got a bottle for you right here, bud.
so here's my thing.
fuck yourself.
I will put this out.
Here, I'll
to-
give him this one.
I will put this out to Ariane Zekti. I will personally bet you
Craig B.
a bottle of Weller 12 or Antique 107, whichever one you want, that Mike Tyson beats Jake Paul. Just beats. We're not going to do spreads. We're not going to do anything like that. But I will bet you a $300 bottle of whiskey that he wins. So do you want to accept it? Yes or no? Let us know, Ariane. Bring it on. So that's right. I feel like I just called out Ariane for a fight. But, I'm just selling whiskey here. It's fine. So, all right. He says he's down. Wow. There we go. It is going to happen. So
We have it all on.
We have it.
It's in writing.
Exactly.
It's
Video
in
and
on
writing.
video.
It is. All right.
I guess we're having fights here, guys.
Let us know in the comments, though, who do you think is going to win? Let us know on Instagram at MMA Bourbon Society, here on Facebook and YouTube. Follow us give us a follow on YouTube. We need those numbers big time. So we are also going to be going back to some more of the podcasting of this, so you can get this on other platforms coming up with the audio versions too. So we are going to be moving back to that soon because Matt needs something else to do. I'm going to, make it happen. So it'll be fine.
Fuck Matt even more.
I mean, we pay him. I mean, he gets paid for this job. It's fine.
When do I get paid?
Good point. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for another.
This shit ain't cheap.
You're not wrong. And I just bet Ariana,
$300 bottle. Yeah,
so that'll be fun. All right, but we thank you so much as always for joining us here at the MMA Bourbon
The
Appreciation
best part would
Society.
be if fucking Tyson come out and knocked him out in like 30 seconds like he did all those other
Oh,
fucking
absolutely.
guys. I would laugh.
It'll be amazing. It will be absolutely amazing.
I know it's not going to happen, but it would be
Right.
funny.
But thank you all for joining us for episode 53. Have a great St. Patrick's Day, and be sure to celebrate Bottled and Bond Day, Bottled and Bond Month, some of them are calling it now. You know what? Just go have a pour of whiskey for us, and we'll see you next time right here at the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society.
Cheers, everybody.
See ya.